Hi, it's me Varnika, and welcome to my channel. Um, I usually create a script in my head, or like I know what I'm talking about, so that I feel more prepared and there's more structure to my video. Um, but I spent some time making a podcast with a friend or trying to start something new with him, and I think there's a different kind of raw um, nature to being able to just talk what's in your head when you're thinking about something. No filter, like unfiltered, no structure. So today I've been thinking about energies, and there are so many kinds of energies. I was literally talking about quantum physics and photons and energies in between particles, amongst particles, around particles, even things that are not physical entities. So there's a lot of energy talks going on. I think I take in information very passively, and currently I'm trying to make information tracking, information gathering more of an active process, which means trying to converse with people, converse with myself, write, even make these little videos. And I think energy is such a vast canopy that holds in so much information within it. The one thing about energy that's energetically coming from within me right now is how at any given point of time there are so many people that you may feel attracted to. There's so many things you might feel attracted to. And by attracted, I don't just mean like physical attraction, but or like materialistic attraction. I mean a certain kind of calling that's coming from, I want to say the navel, or like the gut, like from the root of your body. It just comes from within you with so much intensity and so much force that you are bound to be going in at it and playing with it and exploring that space. So I think energy is something that exists. Now, obviously it exists. Um, what makes energy different for different people, or why certain things attract only certain people and not other people? By this I mean that if I were to see a certain attractive individual, they can be attractive in all conventional senses but may not be attractive to me. Say, for example, a certain food. A food might taste or sit well with me but may not sit well with someone else. And similarly, different kinds of jobs that people do, something may attract someone and something else may attract someone. And I feel like this space of getting attracted or getting called to by a certain other entity to you is very similar to the tuning fork experiment with resonance. And I told one of my friends this yesterday, that I feel like I resonate with you just like the tuning fork experiment. Because, and there are very, very different kinds of people that I resonate with slightly differently, but it strikes that resonance within me. And if you don't know what the tuning fork experiment is, it's how the two tuning forks that are kept next to each other, and if they are both in the same frequency levels, if I tap on one to create a vibrational state in one of the tuning forks, the because of the way the vibrational state moves in this tuning fork will start making the other tuning fork vibrate in the same, because they're in the same frequency, or they get charged by the same frequency. Um, and I think that's a very beautiful example or a beautiful observation to be able to see that with people. I was reading about, I don't know much about chakras. I know very minimal about chakras, but I was, so chakras are these 7 energy points in your body where um, if you're not energetically aligned to who you are, it may be over or under active, and the more um, divergent it may be from the stable state of being in an energetic space, it reacts or creates, I don't want to say issues, but it reacts with your being in such a way that you are not in alignment with yourself. It's a cyclic state where if you are not in alignment, your chakras will not be in alignment. But if your chakras are not in alignment, then you will not be in alignment. And this is what I understand of it. I have noticed that only if I am in a certain vibrational state myself will certain things attract me a certain way. And this also goes to the law of manifestation. Or even like a workshop I did with 6 people. It's called Magic Eye People. There was a workshop on self and process, which spoke about the self, identity, and the ego, and how these three spaces are different, but they all interact with each other. And just to be able to notice and observe these things that are happening in life. Wow, I explained that really well. But I feel like energies, especially, so the one thing that I have noticed is external energies and internal energies are two different spaces that we come from. The way our internal energies are and the way our internal energies are working will attract certain external energies to you. And of course, the external energies can shift or maneuver around with your internal energies. But the more of a higher vibrational state you are in yourself, it is going to be harder for the external to be able to pull you down to a lower energetic level. It'll take a lot of effort. But if you're already at a higher vibrational state, it's not going to take much for you to reach an even higher vibrational state, an even higher vibrational state. Something else that I found really beautiful was, say, for example, I have a certain friend, or if I have certain individuals that are a part of my life, there will be certain things that I will feel a natural calling um, to want them to be a part of my life. And that is because I believe that these chakras are communicating with their chakras. So if I'm saying something like, I like how your mind works, or I like how your heart is and how kind you are, it's because I am currently feeling that state within me, and I'm able to unlock that space within me and to be energetically be in alignment with that space within me. And I can that's the only reason why I can see it in someone else. And that's the only reason why I can, even like the tuning fork experiment, be able to resonate with that person or feel that certain sense of attraction. And that's why I want them to be a part of my life, and not in a sense that they have to be a part of my life, but it'd be nice to have them as a part of my life. And I've noticed that this is me with a lot of my friends. I tend to make a lot of different kind of friends in my life, or I tend to um, have a very diverse spectrum of people that are a part of my life. And I have noticed they all come in my life through phases. And I have also tended to notice that the way I am internally feeling is me attracting those certain kind of people, right? Um, and the minute I leave that internal space of vibration that existed when I was being with, while I attracted those friends or those people in my life, I enter a different space, and somehow these people just start leaving, or like they've served their purpose. They've served the way our energetic bond was created, which I think is very interesting. Um, Energies. I think I think it's all in the vibes. I think 20s are a vibe. The vibes are the vibrations that are around us. And the more I find myself in a higher vibrational state, and the more I find myself doing things that continue to keep me in my high vibrational state, I am attracting very, very different things and very, very different people. And in general, I think I'm not having the need to have FOMO, which is crazy because I stem from, I'm a kind of person that used to stem from FOMO or didn't live life because I was always and the fear of missing out. Wow, this is me yapping a lot about energy, but yeah. So if you liked this sort of video where I have no structure in mind, but I'm yapping, this is the mood for the next few videos. Uh, Tell me what you feel about energies and come chat with me about energies. I think a reason why I put out my videos right now is because I want to be able to chat about them with people. I want to be able to actively learn from people's experiences, um, while also exploring more of my experiences because as soon as other people talk about it, it rings a bell within me somewhere. So if you're interested in this kind of stuff, there's also something called the Sunday Club if you're in Purdue. I host something called the Sunday Club where we come, sit, chat, make some matcha, and talk about life and experiences. This is, you can find more about it on my Instagram on It Is Me Varnika, or even just DM me. Just come for Sunday Club. Just DM me. I will see you next time.